Everybody keeps asking who's in the sale, and I've compiled the list. I entered all the horses.
Police reported ahead.
Oh, police reported ahead. We're going to run through everybody I put in the sale, why I put them in the sale, what I need to see from them to not go to the sale. So we're going to start with Bend Over. Bend Over's a nice colt. When I built the sale list, a number of things were in my head. What are they going to look like as a 3-year-old? How do we get them to where we need them to be? Are they going to be effective for the stable? And do we really need to turn them out? Or maybe is it better to simply put them in the sale? Bend Over's a small colt, nice colt, trots at 59, 2 minutes over Scioto and Northfield. I'm sure he'll do somebody some good, but we need to see more than that, right? The sire stakes are going to go 54, 55 all year. The Buckeyes are going to go around 57. Do we want to keep Bend Over? I don't have a problem with Bend Over. I would suggest that Bend Over's a horse we put a price beside and we make sure he goes for it or we don't sell him, because he could progress into a decent horse. But right now is a concern. Overall, is he going to be a horse that the stable should retain? I would say for the right price, no. I think we should get that price. So Bend Over is in the sale on the 29th. Next is Cheatin' Dixie. I think everybody knows why Cheatin' Dixie would be in the sale. She tries, but her knees really bother her. It's pretty clear that she's going to have a tough time getting to the track. I can qualify her, but getting to the track and being effective are two different things. So Cheatin' Dixie, that's why she's in the sale. It's unfortunate, but these are the difficult decisions that I have to make throughout the year, and this is a time when these decisions have to be made, and Cheatin' Dixie is on the list. Crazy Mission, similar situation to Bend Over. I would have hoped that we would see a bit more. He did race good at Northfield when I raced him. I was happy with him, but simply need to see more from this colt for us to retain him throughout the 2019 season into the 2020 season. Next was Delcrest Star Angel. Now, Delcrest Star Angel, the line didn't do her any justice last week. The reason she tried at 33 on the end of it, guy shut me off coming up the inside and I had to drag her right to a stop. If I come to the outside at the head of the lane, squeeze the guy, squeeze her out, she's a winner after being parked the whole way. An impressive mile last week. I expect an equally impressive mile today. She's a horse that easily could climb her way off of this list by the end of August. Frontier Cruise, another horse that's well on his way to climbing himself off the list. Jason Ryan had nothing but nice things to say about Frontier Cruise last night. This following a victory the week before, so well on his way to climbing out of this hole is Frontier Cruise. Just a tad. Sometimes you got to sell horses you like, and I like Just a Tad, I really do. But we're going to have a tough time finding a spot for him all winter. We have horses coming back that will fit these classes, and I think we've given Just a Tad a lot of time. He's had a little bit of a run of luck, and then a drought when I get injured badly, a bit of a drought, and then it looked like he was going to bounce back. Last week he was a little sick. I need to see a lot from this guy over the next 3 weeks before we can retain him. McPherson Thunder, yeah, he was a winner last night. Let's say he can pace 56 right now. So he can't do a Mohawk. He can probably do a Georgian. I mean, I just don't see the interest in retaining horses that are condition claimers. And I think that McPherson Thunder's got a lot of growing to do, a lot of work to do. And if he can't get there, not only did we make a mistake by not selling him, we're going to have a real tough time finding a class for him. So, look at these two in the back. So, can't run with the big dogs. McPherson Thunder is on this list, and I suspect he'll stay there throughout the next 3 weeks. I'd like to see him race again next week and win again next week, but that will be up to him. Master Saver, I told you I hate selling horses I like, and I love Master Saver, but same type of thing. We're going to have a real trouble with this horse finding a spot for him. It's just not going to work out. Excuse me. It's just not going to work out. And another horse that's just going to lead us down the path of London every Wednesday night in the winter. And there's no money to be made with a horse like this in the condition claimer. And I love this horse, and I hope he goes to a great home and does somebody really, really good in the condition claimers in Ohio or Pennsylvania. But here in Ontario, it's going to be a real tough thing to retain Master Saver. Screaming Hawk, again, big, growthy colt, still growing, not even close to maturing. He reminds me of Road Tripper. I still have Road Tripper.
Reported ahead.
I still have Road Tripper, and he's going on his 5th year. So I think that we had to make a real decision with Screaming Hawk. There may be some value in this colt by qualifying with 58 in the next couple of weeks, and then make a decision on whether we retain him or not. But that will be up to him. See You in Tuscany. I'm pretty sure there's not a whole lot that will keep him safe from the sale. I feel bad. A couple of our clients wanted to sell him a month and a half ago, and I veered away from that. Said we're going to go a different route. It's really hard to believe how this horse has fallen through the ranks. We see another horse on the trotting side's done the same thing, yet he's not in the sale. It just very upsetting, hard for me, but at the same time, Angie's got 3 weeks to get him under control and get some wins on him. That would be great to see, but I think he's going to be worth much more as a sales item than he is as a retaining item. So See You in Tuscany's in the sale. Sunshine Inn falls along the same lines as these other horses. At some point, you have a saturation point, and I don't think Sunshine Inn is going to go past that 60,000 point. She's got some work to get there, obviously, but that's what makes her valuable to other people. 1, she's bred well, and 2, she shows some speed. 3, she's got a lot of cap everywhere you race her. So I suspect Sunshine Inn will bring decent money at the sale. Again, another horse we probably have to put a price on and then decide if we're going to keep her on site. Tiamo Hanover, I suspect he'll race better over the next 3 weeks, but I did put him in the sale because I can't enter him after last week. I had a couple of days to enter him. It's easy to take them out. It's $150 to enter them, and it's easy to take them out, so I entered him to be cautious. He does have to show me a lot over the next 3 weeks, but I think he probably will. We will see. Time Al Kazam goes without saying. I'd said this over and over again. This guy's got to go in the sale because just too many questions went unanswered with this mysterious illness he had. He looks good now. We are going to hopefully qualify him before the sale. We will see, but Time Al Kazam looking good again, training good again, but just a question swirling around him. Keep him on that list. Time Al Tulo made a break last night. It's almost like he enjoys annoying me, this horse. He needs to be better than that, and he doesn't make breaks in those places. I was worried he injured himself when he made the break, but then he trotted under the wire and looked fine. Just a frustrating animal, and I think there's very little he can do to keep himself off of the qualifying or off of the sale list over the next 3 weeks. Yours if you want it. Again, tentatively scheduled the sale to sell, but will he? We'll see. We still got some races before the sale, and I still remember how he raced at Mohawk and trained down. We'll definitely have a price on this colt, and if he doesn't bring it, the stable will retain. Yours if you want it for sure. Another horse we likely won't retain is Utopian. Just not going. Same type of thing as McPherson Thunder. Just don't think he's going to cut it, right? And he has to. So if he's not making it, we have to cut him loose. And I think at the end of the day, nice little horse, just not what we're looking for. Last, and she may have already climbed out of the ditch, is Warby Ultra. Warby Ultra was awesome last night. I suspect a horse like her, when she wins a race like she did last week, she'll find another gear tonight. I'm really interested to see how she races. As I said, usually when horses like her win that race, they start to come alive and they start to feel good about themselves, as they should. And I think that a good race tonight will probably solidify the fact that we will keep her out of that sale and retain her. That's 17 horses, 2 or 3 or 4 that could climb their way out, a couple that likely won't, and a bunch that are going to the sale. So that's 17 horses heading to the mixed sale on August 28th, I believe, might be 29th, in Ohio. Back in a minute. We still got all the babies to talk about, and then we are done for the afternoon.